It is time to talk technology. Bill Brown for Need a Nerd. A very good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, Danny.
Well, look, I did. When Jason said to me, Dan, would you like me to go and have a look at the new Panasonic 3D plasma TV at the CES, which is the big trade show?
Yeah.
He didn't tell me it was in the States.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. That was a cunning thing to leave out.
Absolutely. So here I am left high and dry, mate. So thanks for filling the gap, Bill.
Not a problem.
Now, look, we've got a special guest that's joining us. I'm sure you've heard of this, the inaugural Prime Minister's $1 million science prizes. They've been presented today. I just think this is fantastic. Now, look, Bill, I don't mean to be rude or mean, but, when you went through high school, the techie guys kind of were ignored a bit, weren't they?
Yeah. Yep. That's generally how it goes.
Did you feel like a nerd as such, or just on the outer?
Nerd's a pretty strong word when you're 16 years old, Danny, but I suppose I'll be leaning that way, definitely.
Yeah, well, that's what Need a Nerd's all about. Now, look,
exactly.
We've got Dr. Paul Lowe here with us from Morrinsville College. Good afternoon, Paul.
Yeah, hi team, how are we going?
We're good. Now, look, I've got to say, a very big congratulations to you. I'm absolutely knocked over by this. I mean, there are a whole lot of recipients of different science prizes, but you've received the Prime Minister's 2009 Science Teacher Prize for improving learning attitudes among students. Now, tell us how you've done this as a science teacher, because for a lot of kids, science is pretty dry.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of parts to it. My student research work with my team at Morrinsville College, we're doing a lot of CREST projects, creativity in science and technology. So in that area, we've done really, really well. We've got 4 kids down at Realise a Dream this year. And we always have students who do either science or technology, but whatever they're interested in. And I just put them in touch with people from around the community. The CREST program is part of the Royal Society setup where students do that. But they work with people, places like NIWA and electronics people and that sort of thing. If they're doing a technology one or science, I'll put them with scientists and things, and they work on projects and work through the bronze, silver and gold awards, and we've had a lot of students do really, really well at that, and part of that they can get into Realise the Dream. That's
fantastic. Well, look, Paul, we've got Bill Brown from Need a Nerd here, and I was just asking Bill, what was it like at high school? And he says, you can tell, Paul, yourself, Bill, what's it like when you're a 16-year-old and you get called a nerd?
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun. But, I've been having a look at what you've been doing with your students. It looks absolutely magic.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the science research, and as I say, there's a few technology ones. Yeah, so it's a technology-based show. I've got kids who pull balls out of ditches with amazing machinery. I've had kids who've made one student made a submarine which he controlled from his own laptop, which he built himself, and that won the World Science Fair in Taiwan a few years ago. He's gone on in engineering. He's about to start a PhD in engineering. But he was a bit of a nerd at school, but as soon as he started getting trips to Taiwan and trips here and there, they said, hey, this is pretty good.
Well, I guess, Paul, the question here is like the likes of guys at school that are a bit techie. How do you take what you're doing at Morrinsville College and start spreading the word?
Yeah, that's the thing. We're trying to get more schools involved in CREST, and an award like this certainly helps. It helps that. And we're just the Royal Society pushing quite hard, trying to get more schools and more teachers doing it, and trying to get space amongst all the NCA and stuff. I mean, I work with the younger kids, year 9 and 10, and once they get hooked in, then they're away. It's just a matter of pointing them the right way and hang on to their shirt tails.
That's just fantastic. Well, look, the prize itself, I mean, I'm blown away by this. I mean, you get a slice of this $1 million. I mean, $50 goes to you, Dr. Paul Lowe, $50,000, and then Morrinsville College gets $100,000. What's it going to be earmarked for?
We had to make our mind up with the principal, John Inger. We had to sit down and work out what we're going to use it for, and I've set up one of my labs for students working in teams, and it's really working well. It's got access for computers at each bench. We can do lab work. We've got places to store a computer underneath, but we're looking to try and move another lab into that area and build one like that. And I'll have a cow or computers on wheels of 10 Mac laptops, which can be dispersed around the science classrooms, so we can get them out actually into there rather than in rooms, so we can integrate ICTs into our teaching program.
Well, it will be fantastic. If you can turn out some young men and women that are going to reach out into the universe and make change for us, it's all good.
Yeah, because I mean, the other part of it's the science teaching program. I do a lot of problem-based learning with students, and I've got one class that's taught via, I guess, 6 different schools from the Coromandel area, from Morrinsville College out to Coromandel. And the 3 top kids come out of science and work on their own in groups of 3 with 3 computers and a whiteboard. And once a term we go on camps, and we've just been to Goat Island. We do snorkeling and stuff like that. You'll see some photos in that, I guess, on the material you've got there. And next term we go gliding. So I email them their GPS flight from their glider. They're winched up, and they can then do the problem they're given with gliding. So they get given a problem, and they've got to work through the solution to it, but then do it. And we go caving next term, and it's fun, yeah.
I tell you what, you know what's really, really sad about all this? We've got 30,000 kids that bunk school every day, and there's the likes of you, Dr. Paul Lowe, there making it really interesting for them. Look, bring it on, and you better tell your headmaster to be very careful, because you get offers from all over the country now.
Yeah, we'll try and spread the word, that's for sure. Yeah, it's quite exciting, because we're doing it with a Year 9 class, which is third form in the old money. And we're trying with average kids. We've had this project going for, it's in its 2nd year now, so we've had a dozen teachers last year from around the Waikato Bay of Plenty. Now we've got 16. And the kids are loving it. We give them real life-based scenarios. They can choose some of them themselves. And so if we're doing energy, the boys will choose motorbikes and stuff like that, so they are really getting involved. Sometimes they're building things. We had to build a dome to go and live in for 2 years because swine flu got so bad, and what are we going to put in and why? So we have a lot of fun with that sort of stuff, but the kids are getting choice, and they're just stunning, because they're average kids, and we're finding that even the lower ability kids are loving this approach. So, they're getting engaged and enthused, and if they're engaged and enthused, they're learning, because we're measuring that as we go through it as part of a project. So
that is fantastic.
All looking good.
Fantastic, Dr. Paul Lowe. Congratulations, and congratulations to Morrinsville College. You have a good afternoon.
Yeah, same to you guys. Thanks so much.
All the best. That's just wonderful. Listen to this, Bill. I mean, look, he's got awarded he's been awarded the $50,000. Morrinsville College receives $100,000. That's the Prime Minister's 2009 Science Teacher Prize. Yeah. Then there's the Prime Minister's 2009 Future Scientist Prize, presented to an 18-year-old student. Groundbreaking discoveries about physics of light. Stanley Roach, he's a former student from Onslow College. He wins a scholarship worth $50,000. There's the Prime Minister's 2009 McDiarmid Emerging Scientist, goes to Victoria University of Wellington PhD candidate John Watt. He's the winner of that. He gets a prize worth $150,000, $100,000 that to be used on further research. And then the Prime Minister's Communication Prize goes to Elizabeth Connor from Wellington to help change New Zealand's attitudes to science and encourage greater understanding. $150,000 prize. I mean, where was this when we were at school, mate?
Absolutely. I mean, it's fantastic to see for us, because obviously science and ICT, the IT and technology industry, are very closely linked, and it's fantastic to see them giving out this kind of money to these outstanding achievers.
And they're going to grow. Look, Bill, you sit there. We're going to take some calls. Bill Brown from Need a Nerd. Pick up the phone now, guys. You want some help, some techie help? Get on the phone, 0800 80 1080, News Talk ZB. 0800 Need a Nerd. Ask them anything techie.
Tech Tuesday with 0800 Need a Nerd. Ask them anything techie.
Now, that was Dr. Paul Lowe we were talking to from Morrinsville College. Quite interesting. The Prime Minister's 2009 Science Teacher Prize recipient. As he was leaving, and my producer was just saying to him, thanks for joining us this afternoon, he mentioned the 3 E's. Now, most of us think of the 3 R's when it comes to learning, but he works with the 3 E's. Engage, explore, explain. Very nice way of doing it.